in my mind that if you spent half the time that you use so often to spread new topics of gossip to make dollars, you'd be flawless. You can fake it, but we both will know it's sweet looks with a sour soul. Turn around and the truth will show. Said I know, oh indeed I know. I know, oh indeed I know. I know, oh indeed I know.
That's just dog.
Might as well throw goddamn Rambo in there.
What? The coolest nigga. What?
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, we on.
What? Shit.
Yeah.
The coolest nigga. The coolest table. The coolest. We get in the bed. The coolest. The coolest. The coolest. The coolest. The coolest. The coolest.
That's how you gonna give us?
Yeah, I was waiting for
Yeah,
bars,
man.
man. I was waiting for bars, man.
Hey, I ran out of time. I knew the bell was coming.
Man, come on, man.
I was waiting for them.
The bell was-
berry
I've been
bars.
trying to get bars all weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, niggas is getting bars.
You know what I'm saying?
One nigga got a lot of bars. He should have put that arse in it. We're gonna get to it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
man. Let me, please. Let me introduce the show. Please.
Please, no, please.
Yeah, you gotta do it quickly, swiftly.
Shout out to Smack.
Shouts out to Smack. Shouts out to yeah,
Everybody.
all of them.
All of
You're
them.
a
Shouts out to Gilly.
Oh,
Shouts
Gilly
out to
the Kid, yeah.
Philly.
Shouts out, yo,
Philly,
you
y'all
are
are
real
some
ones,
wild niggas.
Yeah.
Y'all treated a battle like it was an Eagles game. Y'all niggas is crazy. They like booing and shit talking to every other person not from Philly.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah,
for
man.
Cassidy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I know, right?
Wow.
Hold up,
man.
before we jump into that, let's introduce the show. Welcome to the Cool Table in the Lunchroom podcast, episode 38. I'm your
38.
host, Professor X in the building, producer, engineer extraordinaire. Make sure you run on over to www.professorxsound.productions for all of your engineering and production needs. My cadence and flow is way better than Cassidy's, by the way.
Way better.
To my left,
Here we go, man. Big Mike, Hairline Don, Cognac Poppy, and just so we can just say this real quick, please subscribe to our YouTube. Hit the
Please.
like,
Yes.
notification.
Please.
I know you hate
Yes.
hearing that in videos, but nigga, we really need it. So, to my other side of the motherfucking room here.
What's up? What's happening? Lights, camera, action, cool table, fashion, Joe Money Jackson.
Love it.
What's
What's
up,
happening?
y'all?
Man,
Episode
hey.
38.
episode 38. What's up?
I don't
Tell
have
us.
no jerseys, but I mean, shit.
Damn,
38
this 20
special.
this-
38 special.
Okay.
38 special.
Okay.
All right.
You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying?
All right.
That shit duck right here, goddamn. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going from players to guns.
Bruh, I didn't have no jersey. The only thing I could think of with 38 is just, you know what I'm saying, to go. It
Man.
Just wait till we get to episode 45.
Oh, yeah.
I got the 45 tuck.
go. Hey, no, that Michael Jordan, nigga.
The second jersey. The Magic. No, the Wizards. The Wizards.
We don't acknowledge
Nah,
that.
he was the Bulls.
We good.
He was the Bulls.
Was that the bull?
Yeah, he was the Bulls. 45 was the Bulls, sir.
Damn.
Come on, man.
Come on. How
They
did I
got
get
black.
that?
Well, I
the
apologize.
Black Bull 45 is the 5. That's my best fucking jersey.
Is that like a limited edition joint?
Yeah.
All right. I was about to Amazon that shit. That's not possible.
That was back from the retirement. He was 45.
Yeah, it's
for a
probably
couple
possible,
weeks.
but you gon' God damn it, you gonna pay for it.
You gonna need
Yeah.
that Jordan paycheck to get that shit, boy.
Oh my goodness.
But now
Oh, my
38,
goodness.
y'all. 38. We growing, y'all. Another
Yeah, man.
one.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
thank
sure.
y'all.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all support. We appreciate you guys riding
Yes,
with us on
yes.
this journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Let's get to it.
How y'all
Man.
feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Better than Cassidy. That's for damn sure.
For damn.
Gilly, me and him feel about the same. All right. If you saw that footage of that nigga that's standing there like this,
He was.
when the nigga do this,
when he start catching that little bridge right there in your nose,
That
start
bottom-
squeezing that.
Yeah, that's pressure. That's stress.
Oh man.
That's that shit I don't like. Somebody doing that shit. I don't like that
I mean,
shit.
so guys, we're talking about Cassidy versus Arsonal. They battled for URL SmackDown.
Yeah.
The event was called Lockdown, and the shit was in Philly. Had some other niggas read dollars. Was there.
No. Not just in Philly, in the heart of Philly.
It was a hard to fucking Philly.
Okay.
Where Big Meat is from.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of.
Hell, the venue might have been in her damn block.
I don't know, lockdown, nigga. But hey man, I'm gonna give props to Cassidy for one thing. That first round. Round one, it sounded. I'm gonna just say the bar.
One bar? That's it.
Well,
That's the only thing I heard.
He had more than one bar.
Well, I'm talking about that like body blow.
That nigga said to purchase bricks, he had to work in shifts. He drove a school bus. You can Google search the shit.
Yeah.
Bitch, while you was working on the cheese bus, I used to work with Swiss. Nigga,
That was the
dope.
hardest shit.
That was pretty hard.
Gotta give him one more. Give him one more, X. It was worthy. That was worthy.
Yeah, but after that,
worthy.
I mean, he was talking about Cardi's teeth and some other shit. I don't know what he was doing
Fam,
after that.
he must have wanted to be a dentist before he got in this this rap life because he had way too many
right?
teeth and smile bars.
He was critiquing
Bruh.
hard, right?
And this nigga stayed on Cardi about these teeth for a minute.
I'm
nigga,
sorry,
hey,
Cardi.
if Offset snuffs this nigga, nigga, he justified.
That nigga's about
Like,
to
he
take
went
off.
hard.
He about to take off on his face. He about to take off. I mean, Ars just had a lot of shit for him, man. Like, it isn't just round one, guys. I'm not gonna break down the entire fucking battle. It's like a fucking hour battle.
It was over
These
an hour.
niggas was rapping for minutes, like 10 fucking minutes. That nigga Arsonal said, "So think logical when speaking on these Pro Tools, cause I ain't finna reason with you."
Dope.
Hard,
Dope.
bro. Hard.
I make my beats with reason. Fire. That was dope.
Then-
How you
then-
feel?
I did too.
Yeah.
Then he
Once
did
upon a
the
time.
what's that one about his son? What's the last one, y'all? He said, you got one statistic. Either respect mine or your son can get it. I leave him dead in the middle of Little Philly, but little did he know I overdosed with a Tech 9. No pun intended. Like, that's it. I ain't gonna be pulling bars today, but nigga, like when you say shit like that and the crowd response isn't like active, like they were like, oh, but they were like,
Bias.
yeah,
Bias
as
is hit.
fuck.
Nah, I mean, he spitting shit like that. And X, you was talking about the teeth, man. I got a teeth one, man. This motherfucker said, you got teeth like a smoker do. Taking pictures, smiling like the Joker do.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Bruh, he actually, like,
I mean, I can freestyle that.
brainstorm.
I'll
thought
poke
of
you,
that
chew,
shit.
smoke
that was
with
fire.
you,
That was fire.
take the hose from you. We going too. Like it's just randomness, man. It is. You know,
Man, we done came a long way from Freeway, bruh.
You know
We
what
done
I
came
mean?
a long
I
way.
just did a Cassidy line off the top.
Yeah.
That was it.
You did.
Like you can't rhyme like that. You
Yeah.
just can't say
Yeah,
double syllables and thinking that shit's gonna work all the time.
2019, bruh. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Please. Fam, Arsonal said that he came with his bars make him think of the 99 and the 2000s, nigga.
that was slick.
I was like,
surprised.
God
Slick.
damn.
That was
Put
slick.
a
And everything
99 and a 2000.
just made me think of Juvenile, man. Juvenile,
Hey,
yeah.
the best shit Cass got off was in between the rounds.
Oh, yeah.
When Ars was going in on that nigga
His
talking
little
about
ad-libs.
some, yeah, he was like, I used to be a fan of you. I used to hit a nigga when they said J Hood was better than you. And then Cass like, I know.
You
I've
look
been
like
trying to tell the world, you that type of nigga. You that type. I was like,
Yeah, but unfortunately, Cash, you one of these type of niggas that's not progressive, man. He called you the prototype. He called you the prototype, man. I mean, like,
nigga, you are it.
Nigga, all I could hear was
You are.
all I could hear was Andre Benjamin in the background.
you are the prototype. Yeah,
Oh,
man, it was
man.
very disappointing, man. Y'all said I was looking like I was entertained.
He was highly entertained. By the way, y'all, we
Oh,
watched
yeah.
this battle live right before this podcast. This nigga was highly entertained.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Highly
He was
entertained.
feeling it. He felt those bars in his soul.
I mean, like, that's what they say, man. Arsonal, you did your thing, bro. Arsonal, you did your thing, bro. You was in the bias arena area, so you wasn't getting all the response that you're supposed to. But
Yeah, for
Cassidy,
sure, for sure.
Cass, bro, you let me down, man. No flex, bro.
Fam.
You
so,
let me down.
So my homeboy is like the hugest Cassidy fan, right?
I am too.
Ridiculous. No.
Not like him.
No. He's from Detroit.
So he actually went to the
This-
hotel.
this
He go to
nigga-
the hotel. He got the room key.
He had dreams of it for sure. Man, he said he watched that back. We texting the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga called me the next day and was like, "Fam, what is wrong with my man's?
The
What's wrong
blow,
with him?"
The
He said,
pills,
"Fam,
the yak,
the herb." He
Something
said,
wrong with
"Fam,
that nigga, bro.
that nigga this nigga unfollowed him off his battle." This nigga said,
Wait, he was following him?
he was following him on Instagram.
He's a supporter,
following
bro. He was a supporter. Fan.
Alright,
That nigga went to
Ain't
his
nothing wrong with
Instagram that night and said,
Yeah,
That nigga said unfollow.
yeah, man. I mean,
"There will be
like,
no more double taps over here."
something, man. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just the word is disappointing. What the fuck? I mean, like, I wonder how much time they had to prepare for it.
Oh, they had
Months.
definitely had a
They
long ass
announced
time.
this shit a long time ago.
What the fuck was he doing with his time?
Bam, he
Writing those
tried.
bars and memorizing
He
them.
literally tried.
I'm not. See, that's what I'm, bruh. If you got skills, you got skills. It's just like the damn jump shot of riding a bike, man. Like, what the fuck?
Listen, man. All right, but shit on he has talent. I just think that you know how you got bear goggles on? I just think he's looking at shit in like 1999.
We've heard this nigga
him,
kill, murder beats, freestyles, and so on and so forth. And I mean, like when he gets in this arena, he's like expecting people to give him credit for what the fuck? This nigga said, I'm underrated but overpaid. I think he meant to say that he's overrated and overpaid. I mean, like he actually said that in a bar, and he said it like, yeah, nigga.
That nigga hit him with a camera online.
Which one?
Oh shit, I gotta look it up. Y'all talk for a second. Let me find this shit.
Hey, bro.
Now, this is what kills me about Cass though. See, the problem is, it's not even that his bars are just so trash, even though quite a few of them are just ass.
A lot of them.
But his delivery is what fucks him up. Because you look at Arsonal, right?
Okay.
When he's delivering, he's going. A lot of shit is filler. But he keeps going. He'll say a line, and you take it as filler because he keeps going. He doesn't pause.
Wait for a response.
You know what I'm saying? When the response
Very
comes,
old school.
then he pauses and lets the moment breathe.
Yeah.
Cass will say a line and take a step back like that shit was supposed to be the haymaker.
I know it make you think that nigga forgot his rhymes or something.
No. He didn't forget. He knew exactly what he was doing.
It's like his style is built off an audience reaction. You can't battle rap like that because the audience either isn't gonna like your shit, or two, just not gonna respond
the way you want.
The way you want. So
that nigga get on the mic like, yo, I'm a monster in this game.
Hey.
Straight in the booth.
Yeah.
Got you licking like a cavity.
Okay.
Ooh.
Call me the sweet tooth.
Woo! No twisted metal.
Hey! Okay. Throw back.
Hey, if y'all don't know that motherfucker.
Yo, I stay in the canal.
Oh, shit.
I get to the root.
Bars! Hold your oars! You see how he's holding his oars?
That shit was tough.
Yeah, man, Cassidy's like 100 pounds man, trying to make himself wide, man. Come on, bro.
Nah, he does that. Yeah, he does this thing.
Come on,
it's
bro.
a weird thing that he does.
He
and
kills
he looks like
me
a
with
crack
that.
fiend.
Trying to make yourself take up space.
At first, I thought that was a joke.
Huh?
But I said at first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm starting to think that's really what happened.
Real deal.
What you mean?
He was really on that blow.
No.
The pills, the yak, and the herb.
It's like, fam, this nigga was up there rubbing his hands
the whole time.
No, that was just that was that pressure.
Nah, that's
that body language.
Nigga, I know when a nigga is fiending.
He fiending.
This nigga was scratching. He was thinking about that shit.
I'm gonna tell you this.
It's not impossible.
I'm gonna give Cassidy props on this. He's the only mainstream rapper I know that performed well, and that's Cannabis and Joe Budden included.
Nigga, I feel like Joe Budden did way better than Cassidy.
No, he did not. You have to rewatch it.
I watched it.
Not only did he stop battling,
I know he did.
but his performance, he was just like rapping, just like Cassidy's rapping, but he was like putting on a show. You know what I'm saying? Like he's rapping.
I think Joe's was better than this last Cassidy performance, bro.
There you go. That's actually what I
I
meant.
think so.
Okay.
This
But
last
see,
one was
that's
ass.
like, okay, who was that? Disaster. He battled Disaster. I mean, why couldn't he keep that same energy?
You know what? Disaster, you can write a lot of.
I ain't like that shit either,
But
though.
like Cassidy just kind of imitated like Disaster's whole style, and that kind of the energy, like the crowd was feeding Cassidy. URL, they give no fucks. They're not gonna feed you off weak shit or anything. They're not gonna try to hype you up.
I mean,
If anything,
even
they gonna
without
tear
the
you down.
crowd, I mean, just me listening to that battle, man, he did so much better in that one than this one.
But it was,
Just as well as the Goods one. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Man, Goods, that wasn't good either. It just with Cass, man. I think I'm serious, man. He's stuck in a time warp. Like what he sees doesn't really exist. Like to him, R. Kelly's still popping. The Cosby Show is still on. They have new episodes coming on this Wednesday.
This
Like,
nigga, bro.
you know,
The WB is still getting it.
you know, UPN is still fly.
I suppose.
You know,
We're brothers.
I suppose, bro.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Give me up.
High five! I get on five.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Man, that shit was hard. And they came up with
Classic.
the little,
Oh, yeah.
little bell bottoms. It was dope.
Fam, you can't spell bars without the R's in it, and you can't spell Cass without the ass in it.
There you go. Bars, nigga. Bars.
Damn,
Come on, man. When you drop the C, you spell acidy. The way that you performed that night was blasphemy.
And ass to me.
Everything that you spit was trash to me.
Oh, keep on going.
Man,
Give
come
me one
on,
more.
man.
Give me one more.
Shit, I tapped out on
That's
that.
enough, bro. That's enough,
enough.
bro. That was entertaining.
Yeah,
I was
there you
entertained.
go. There you go.
Yeah, man. Man.
I mean, just because you're like an old school, like for him, I feel like he's not modern, but Shaq, and I know Shaq is a different story, but it's by the way, Shaq's second disc destroyed Dame Dollar.
Oh, yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, the second disc.
That shit was crazy.
He did over that Notorious song, that Biggie.
Yeah.
How'd it go? Oh my god.
Damn. Hold up.
We don't pick it up. But anyway, he did it over a legendary Biggie beat, Victory. Victory beat.
Where my niggas is at?
Yeah.
Where my bitches at?
Dude, I know we get off Cassidy. Who cares? But this nigga Shaq destroyed this nigga. And Dame came with it, but once again, it's entertainment value.
Here we go.
That's all it is.
I got you.
Man.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Oh,
I got you. I
man.
got you.
We all play some of it after this damn commercial. There we go. Right here.
One,
Second round knockout.
Nigga.
two.
Okay, Shaq.
Check me out.
Yo, Shaq.
Check him out.
It's O'Neill's, nigga.
Yo, the sun gon' shine forever. On my statues and retired jerseys, I'ma live forever.
What?
Better now or never. Kill Damon, my pleasure. We see you lose every year, nobody do it better. Yeah, right. Weak ass bars, you ain't tight. So when you spit something, make sure you spit it right.
Shit,
Get the ass out of yourself, cause you're losing. The Diesel's known for bruising. What is you doing?
Yeah.
You know that I'm Hall of Fame above you, Damon. Hug you, Damon. I'm gonna make you love me, Damon.
He gonna make you
I love you, bro.
Ain't gonna get you nothing but smoke. Like when we see you in the playoffs every year when you choke. So the only thing left now is kill these cats.
Yeah, we gotta talk over so we don't get flagged.
I know, right?
We're gonna flag the fuck out of us. Yeah.
Hell, this is a Shaq beat anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Even if my columnist with him. See, this little dude can't take defeat. He don't even believe that corny bullshit he speak.
It's dope.
That you said had me grinning.
It's better than Dame shit.
At least I'm winning. First of all, little boy, you see this ain't beef. You just talking while I'm hitting, call it a queef. Trying to
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on,
Hey,
man.
bruh.
Come on, man.
The whole thing. We can't play the whole thing.
We can't play no thing. But, man,
O'Neill's.
Bruh,
Shaq ain't with it.
he won.
Dame versus Shaq is 10 times better.
Than this.
20 times better than that shit.
this.
And
Yes.
Dame is dope. Like, I heard his second diss track. It's good.
Oh, that shit was
Oh,
hard.
he came back
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
It's called Rest My Case, but Shaq had a bar in there and said, how you gonna rest your case when I'm the judge and jury? Like, little shit like the Shaq voice over the beat. It sounds good, you know what I'm saying?
No, Shaq is.
It sound better than Cass.
Other than Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Shaq's that guy.
So,
This nigga
yeah,
says Muhammad Ali.
man. Cassidy, man, like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get booked again, no doubt. You didn't
That's
do...
gonna be sad, bro.
You didn't do terrible.
Yes, he
because
did.
no, what I mean is that he actually didn't forget any lines. He actually had stage presence. It was just a very old.
He did not have stage presence,
it's
bro.
old. It's an old.
Man, that shit wouldn't have worked in the early 2000s.
Yes, it
what I was
would.
gonna say.
Yes, it would've.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say.
That would have worked during the grind time days. That shit would have worked.
Hey, man.
Yes, it would have.
Hey,
Yes, it
man,
would have.
that nigga old ass KRS-One would do better than that shit. His
Thank
old
you.
ass ancient style. He still would fillet a nigga.
Nigga.
Straight up.
But
Damn.
I just honestly think Arsonal was just too much. I think Cassidy got to go to like a lower opponent. Like you're giving him somebody who's aggressive, disrespectful, don't give a fuck, blowing smoke in your face, telling Gilly I need a feature. Why you battling, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like he's over there rapping. He like this. Hey, I need a feature. And then looked away and just like let that nigga rap. I mean, he's over there and it's gone.
Damn.
His face, bro. Like
Yeah, man.
you're not ready for that.
You know what my homeboy said?
What's that?
My homeboy, the same one that unfollowed Cass, said.
Unfollow.
He said he really thinks at this point that something is wrong with Cassidy.
Something,
He
bro.
said that
Something.
the way that he
Delusional.
talks, the way that he's moving, the whole interview afterwards where he said he's 5,003 and 0 undisputedly. No
Bruh,
question.
here's
He
the-
said this nigga is the hip hop Weldon.
What? What?
But check this shit out. After he said that shit, the nigga in the background, he was like, "Yo, we salute you, General. You won that battle." In the same interview.
Hey, y'all.
He
I'm
has
surprised.
a team full of niggas that like, yeah.
A team of yes men.
Speaking
That's
of
dope.
his team, man, I want to know the name of the motherfucker that brought out the goddamn map of the human body.
Yeah, man.
That fucking shit was so fucking ridiculous. That
yeah,
shit was
he didn't even explain nothing. It's like he just had a biology
body
class.
parts.
Yeah.
This rhyme, this versus body parts.
He
This
just
motherfucker
pointed
stand
nothing.
up.
Some old ass thing like this.
Bro, that shit was pathetic.
That nigga said the thigh bone's connected to the knee bone. The knee bone's connected to the hip bone. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
and he said it just like that. The
I
knee
pull out
bone ain't
the
even connected to the hip bone.
Connected to the Hardy, ha, ha, ha.
That nigga said the hip bone.
Hey, man.
Then I pull out the gat and
This
hit the
nigga
bitch
came out-
bone or something.
Came out with the DOS Effects lyrics. What the fuck, bro?
Damn.
DOS Effects, man. Come on.
Oh my
That
God.
was bad, man. It was 3-0 for me for Arsenal. The only round is debatable, and it's only because of that
It's
one.
not
bar.
a
It's the
debate,
first round.
bro.
No,
it was 3-0.
nigga,
No, I think he had more than that one line in the first round. I actually thought he
did,
came
bro.
out. I thought he came out decent.
Do you remember what he said?
No, I
Yeah,
did not.
man. He said
Okay.
Swiss.
Huh?
He said Swiss.
That's the only thing we remember what
That
he
nigga,
said.
that nigga said his daughter probably stupid because of father dumb.
Yeah. That hit exactly
what else?
where it hurt. That's it. That's the end.
Make your
Motherfucker.
father come. He'll probably say some stupid shit.
That nigga
like-
said it's impossible, like trying to come and piss at the same time.
He looked at the crowd like this.
That line right there, yeah, bro. When I heard that shit, I was like, yo,
Wait, do the look away again, Mike.
Like, it was trash.
turn
is
my
funny.
mic up. Turn my
Now
mic
round
up.
2, like I told you, that the end of our Arsenal shit when he was smiling at nigga face this close, that shit was funny to me. That nigga was like this. What's his line? My shit is real. My shit is raw. My shit
It's
he was like
authentic.
this. My shit is real. My shit is raw. My shit is authentic. Like it was like I don't know what he was smiling about.
Because he thought the whole thing was funny, man.
And then he left with the can't spell bars without the R's in it. And that nigga Cassidy did the face like this. Yo, this nigga gay B. Hit him with the money.
Hey man, whatever it takes to keep the attention off you fucking up.
Yo, fam said, yo, I put a plate in your head so you get denied the next time you try to take a flight.
He had his arms out. This nigga's going through turbulence. What?
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Nigga went through turbulence. And then,
Cash.
what's the one he went down? I forgot the line.
Man, I don't remember that
Low,
shit. Somebody, yeah, shoot
low.
low.
That shit goes so low. Yeah.
Like Flow Rider.
Yeah, like
Hey man.
make it. The camera line.
Oh, yeah, please get that off.
Before we end this off, let me see. So this nigga, and this is 2019, people. He said this 2 days ago. This nigga said, and by the way, Arsenal's name is Darrell Jones. Let's get that out the way. So for clarification, this nigga said, when the 9 by the Jimmy, Jones, I just blaze. It's a rap if you old boy. Cameron. I don't even know.
Bars.
Yeah, that was very witty.
Boy.
He said Jim Jones.
Boy.
Just blaze.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Cameron.
He said, oh, boy.
If you old boy,
Yeah,
that's a noble.
Quit acting slow, boy.
Give me your dough boy
Oh! Double entendre.
for being a hoe boy. Nice. That was.
I grew up eating po' boys.
Oh shit! That was hard. I grew up eating that shit. That's the kind of response he wants.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a nigga.
Oh, man.
Come on, son.
pathetic.
Yo, man, Cass
Yeah,
is a
bro.
legend. Shouts out to Cass.
He is a legend.
Listen, I just feel like at this point, man, I really want you to stop. Because I feel like at this point you're marring
Hard.
your legacy.
That's
you know
exactly
what I'm
what
saying?
you're
Because
doing.
I mean, you are legendary. You did some
Super
shit
legendary.
that is historical.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that away from him. But at this
true.
point,
He can
your
take it
battle
away from
raps are
himself,
trash. Your records that you're putting out trash. Oh.
He has a record.
Hold on a
He don't have
second.
no
Wait,
record.
wait a minute, sir.
I bet you it sounds
Hey,
like
Hey man, this nigga just went to YouTube and put in
2000s.
Cassidy, bro.
Wait.
Hey,
Bro,
and
he
it popped up.
just
That's his name to me now.
That nigga put Cassidy and autocorrect to Cassidy.
Bro, no lie, just witness.
And autocorrected.
Oh.
That is crazy.
Hey, man.
God
Hey,
damn.
listen, bear witness to this greatness, all right?
Ooh.
Bear witness to this.
Is the name of the song Richard
2019.
Simmons?
Here we go.
It's called Richard Simmons.
Mr.
Yo, this that, bro, that's that bop.
Hey,
That bop.
Y'all ain't feeling that shit?
Hell to the fuck.
OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson.
it did sound like OG Bobby Johnson.
This nigga tried to do a Bill Bellamy, bro.
Hey, we did see you.
You
click
said the
on-
Bill Bellamy.
Yeah,
What you mean?
the Bill Bellamy record. You remember that record?
Hell no.
Damn, you don't remember the Bill Bellamy record?
Hell to the
That shit was popping.
Just to let y'all know, this nigga's clicking on favorites and clicking on favorite music, and all this shit is popping up. All this is popping up.
Hey,
This
Last
he's
time I
not
heard Bill
searching.
Bellamy name was
it's on my playlist.
It's that real shit.
Shit, man.
The
loud.
real shit.
God
Motherfucker,
damn.
I'm back with it. You feel me?
That shit say bitch mob.
I got 10 felonies.
Oh, Lil B?
Get it.
Yeah.
You remember this record?
Yeah. I got one felony.
Just one felony. That's it.
These
I
niggas.
got one
Hey,
felony.
bruh.
I got 2 felonies. I got 3 felonies.
Yeah.
I got 4 felonies. I got 5 felonies.
You got
I
5.
got 6 felonies. I got 7 felonies.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got 8 felonies. I got
Hey, I gotta
9
do the Kelly on
felonies.
this.
If I'm fucking lying, turn my soul to a skeleton.
Yo, I can't listen to this, man. This is.
Yeah,
I can't even
I-
joke about this shit. It's terrible.
I-
This is in line what this shit is.
Man.
Yeah.
Lose fucking brain cells listening to this.
We didn't get to the hook.
That wasn't a hook?
No.
That nigga talked about his 7 felonies. In
And he
a row.
Bill Bellamy.
And he's Bill Bellamy.
Wowzers.
All right, Cass. Cassidy, this is what you're doing. This is how you perform. It's ass. It's Cassidy.
Please.
All right.
Please.
Hurt my damn feelings.
It's a clear 3-0 in our books.
And according to the crowd as well.
3-0 from Philly.
Because
Philly.
they definitely yelled 3-0
Yeah.
repeatedly.
Yeah. I mean, you just can't perform like that, man. Like, you can't just sit back and perform like it's for the 9-9 in the 2000s. Like,
Nah,
like
man.
Arsenal said it best.
Leave that to Juvie.
Yeah, man. That
Yeah.
nigga need to write like his life depend on the something, man. Like, something, bruh.
You need to go to the hotel, write your couple bars better than that. Boom. R. Kelly, nigga. We gotta stop quoting that nigga for real. That shit's gonna
It's
get us
so
banned.
hard, bro. It's so very difficult.
We're gonna get fucking YouTube's gonna be like, no.
Oh no, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. But yeah, man. I was entertained. I mean,
I
he was trash. Stop it. The interview afterwards was hella entertaining. Like I said, the 5,300. That shit was that shit was amazing. To hear somebody really be that delusional.
Yeah.
To really feel like he won that way.
Damn shame.
I think that DaBaby interview was more entertaining to me though.
Damn.
DaBaby shed
And it
some
wasn't
light.
entertaining, and yes, it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
DaBaby
It was
shed some
definitely
light.
more entertaining than that.
Yeah, so we're talking about the baby interview. The Breakfast Club happened maybe
A couple of
last
days
week?
ago.
Or-
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
That wasn't that
A
long
couple of
ago.
days ago.
Cleared up some things about the security. And just he had his artist there and everything.
So how did y'all feel about, because we talked about that last week about the whole situation in the crowd. How did y'all feel about how he and his security guard or bodyguard
First of all,
addressed it?
He was talking about he had like $16,000 cameras from different angles that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about he could see certain angles that we can't.
Yeah,
when I look
yeah.
at the footage, it still doesn't look like she threw a punch. You know what I'm saying? It just look like somebody trying to touch the person. From my point of view, I wear contacts. I might be blind as fuck on this. From his side, it's like, yo, she was hitting motherfuckers. Like she was coming after him. And you know, as a security, you can't just let somebody touch the artist. You know what I mean? So he responded accordingly. Now he said he didn't know it was a female till later, but he looked down at the chick. Like when he hit the blow, he was like this.
I mean, like, shit.
I mean-
she could have been one of the type that looked like a
Amazon looking-
dude.
yeah,
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, in
That's what he
today's
said.
world, you know, we got a lot of people that
But the baby
know?
said she was, he
you understand what I'm saying.
He said he ain't know it was a woman.
Not only that, but he said that he didn't have no sympathy or remorse. Now the bodyguard did. He was like he felt
'Cause he
bad
don't wanna-
once he found. Yeah,
because this is
bro,
second
you see how
incident. This is-
big that nigga is?
bro.
Surprised he
It is
didn't kill her ass.
Massive.
Man, that
Straight
nigga,
up.
that nigga looked like the Hulk.
Yeah, man.
Oh, for sure.
like if they filmed a movie, it's
You
like
can't
this.
fight him.
Yeah,
No.
nah, you gotta shoot that nigga.
No,
multiple
shotgun.
times.
Point blank.
Shotgun.
Yeah, multiple.
And we ain't trying to pepper him up. What's that? I'm putting in the.
Hey, we got
taking
duck
them
shots. You don't need a duck shot. Or bird shot. We don't need the bird shot.
that buck
We need the
shot.
buck
Take your
shot.
ass down. No way I'm fighting. No way.
This nigga said pepper. Bro.
Like, I ain't
Classic
tryna-
Chappelle, bro.
Yeah.
Classic.
But I mean, it's funny that their point of view and what it looked like in the footage, it still doesn't like.
Two different things.
Yeah,
But see-
it's for me like.
The only thing I'll say about that is when you're in the moment, energy is high. You got all these people around. It's very hard to deduce a situation in the moment with that much activity. So I can, especially with it being dark. I can
knock out more people. Like you need to stop doing these activities.
Well, I mean,
you have at this point with him.
I agree.
Him specifically, yes.
You have to.
He needs.
I agree with that.
But that body, that's not a bodyguard, man.
But like I said, he has
an actual monster with him, bro. It's ridiculous.
They talked about that too, though, when it comes to crowd interaction, and whether or not artists should be allowed to get in the crowd and interact with people in their way. And so you got it's crazy because on the one hand, you have individuals trying to make sure that they give the crowd a good show,
right?
To make sure that they are connected with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, you have situations like this. Like look at somebody like Chris Brown, right?
Right.
Chris Brown, my homeboy just went to Chris Brown's show that was up here in ATL, right?
Okay.
He said, phenomenal show. Dope. Him and his wife went. And he said, as dope as it was, the critique that they had for him was that he did not do enough interaction with the crowd for them, right? He didn't take enough time to make it a personable situation. But the thing about it is...
Now, you said your man said that.
Yeah, it's my man. Well, him and his wife were saying that.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them said the exact same thing. They agreed on that. So the thing about it, though, is... And me and him talked about that. Had Chris Brown done shit like try to put his hand down, let people touch him, or all this other kind of stuff, had anything happen whatsoever, automatically Chris Brown would be the devil. He'd be the bad guy. He did it. No matter what really happened, it's gonna be on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you have that double-edged sword to where you want to entertain, but you got to protect yourself and your brand.
All right, now this is the crucial part, though. When you use Chris Brown as the example, you use somebody that has a rep. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if we could use somebody that doesn't have a rep. Okay. Busta Rhymes gets in the crowd or interacts with the crowd. The number one people that I think of when it comes to the crowd, of course, they old performers, but Meth and Red. Mm-hmm. That's all they did was jump in the crowd and shit. But I think it's more off that energy, man.
I think we're in a different time, too, though.
That is very true.
Because niggas would try you much more than they would back then because people actually respected artists. Like, if I'm paying my money to see you, I'm driving states over to come see you. Mm-hmm. Nigga, I really love you. As opposed to now, everybody's a fucking troll. You have people that claim to be your fan, but they'll do things that are disrespectful just to get your attention.
Trying to get on, yeah.
You remember when old boy threw that water bottle at Akon at that concert?
Hey, was that when he got on the stage and he slammed that nigga off the stage?
Bro.
Akon picked that nigga up and threw him off the stage.
Hey, man.
I ain't know Akon was that strong.
Yeah,
look at that nigga.
Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda, my nigga.
Straight up.
Oh, he definitely has the spirit of the ancestors on him.
That nigga's a straight killmonger, bro.
That
nigga.
Nah, I do remember that shit, though.
I was like,
and then got to perform it right afterward.
Yeah.
Where were they? Africa? No rules? Like, he just got to perform right after the throw?
Nah, that was in America, bro. Probably like
so
Florida.
he threw a nigga, and he kept performing?
Yes. No, he threw him and then started the performance.
That's gangster.
He threw that nigga right, bro.
I mean...
Yeah, that's classic material, bro.
But I'm saying that's how people act that way now.
Yeah.
You would never see nobody throw nothing at Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You would never see anybody throw something at a Prince.
Usher.
Even Usher.
T-Pain.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas now are just...
Yeah, man.
I mean...
For clout.
I think with DaBaby, I understand he was like, you don't know what they have. He said on the interview it could be like a weapon, you know what I'm saying? One shot to the neck,
and that's it. You done.
Anything true. Over here, you're bleeding out. The ambulance would not make it to you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, the reason why he doesn't care, because number one, he ain't the one doing the punching, and two, they're made to...
And we're back.
We are back. What happened? Who the fuck knows? So DaBaby was talking about the situation where...
Yeah, I think to your point, bro, at the end of the day, with you being in the situation that you're in, and really all artists, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, really for y'all protection, because I feel just as strongly about the safety of the artist as I do about the safety of the people in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, y'all have to do what y'all have to do to keep yourself safe. And if that means that the fans have to get slighted, however little bit, or however big they may feel it may be, for you not to touch them and allow them to interact with you in their way, man, you got to do what you got to do for yourselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. I mean, I still feel the way I feel. I think she wasn't trying to swing, but once again, I'm not there. I don't have the angle they have. And honestly, if I was DaBaby, I probably would feel like, hey, my security did their job.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the security is showing remorse is because this is the second incident. You know what I'm saying? The first one was the old boy who was following them. And we haven't seen the footage, but supposedly some local artists at a club or whatever followed him or whatever, and they beat him into.
You know what? Y'all remember the store incident?
Oh yeah, oh boy, or whatever.
That
his
same
name
fucking
is.
bodyguard, man. He ain't knocked that nigga out by his damn self. You remember I'm the Truth shirts?
Let me tell you something. That nigga look real fucked up. His pants are down too.
Bruh,
So that's a hell of a
that
punch.
explains it. DaBaby ain't knocking nobody out they draws, but security is.
That
though.
nigga punched him out of his sweatpants.
Yeah.
That is a hell of a shot. That's
But
some
that's
anime
crazy because
shit.
you remember that $15,000-$16,000 camera he was talking about? That shit cut off and then it cut back on.
Because they have the camera, so they're just like, nope.
Hey.
Nah, but what I'm saying is they cut it off because we clearly know who did the KO. That's what I'm saying.
But I do like the fact, to get off that a little bit, on DaBaby, he was like super professional on that interview. Not only that, but he started his company with that $1 Billion Babies. He brought his artist with him who didn't
What's
say
his
a
name?
damn-
Vegas?
Son of a Vegas.
There we go.
That nigga said like 8 words. He just kept looking at Angela Yee the whole time. Like
I mean, that's all
that,
right.
Yeah, I'm just.
They didn't ask him a lot of questions. He did answer his
but he
questions.
did.
He did better than Cassidy.
Everybody did better than you, Cat. The niggas that didn't say nothing did better than you. That should tell you, shut the fuck up. But nah, he was there, but it was a little weird because like they didn't. I know like Baby just brought him just to have as promo.
He's up next. He up next. Yeah.
He got an album on everything. Album got Offset on there. DaBaby on a couple of tracks.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You listen to it?
Huh?
You listen to it?
I got about 3-4 songs. I mean, he's not my kind of artist, but it's dope that he's putting somebody from the Carolinas on. You know what I mean?
I feel it. I respect it.
You gotta respect that.
Salute. Yeah.
Well, man, listen. We got a knockout this week. We got a murder this week. And unfortunately, we wrapping up another murder, or the case of a murder, rather.
Yeah.
Completely unjustified murder.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, right? So the whole cover up behind it. So we're talking about the
Amber Guyger,
Botham
Jean,
and Botham Jean, the guy who got killed because she went into the wrong apartment. So happened September 9th, I believe, of last year. Supposedly she parked her car on the 4th floor, went into the apartment right above hers, thought it was hers. She switched her story up a couple of times. The first time she was trying to put her key in, knocking or whatever, and then it got switched up to the door was unlocked. Right there. When you switch your damn story up right there, you're full of shit.
Switching up.
Nigga was in his drawers.
Eating ice cream. Bluebell.
Bruh.
Cookies and cream.
Baskin Robbins, nigga.
Bruh, not only that, but
homemade vanilla bean.
That's the good shit. You had homemade vanilla bean?
Hell yeah.
That's some Mississippi shit. Like how do you make homemade vanilla bean ice cream?
Nigga, ask Bluebell. I can't tell
Nah,
you.
man.
We're keeping it serious.
Yeah.
So he's in his drawers. He's in his most vulnerable state, but in his most comfortable space. His home.
Definitely wasn't expecting what happened.
I believe he opened the door or something like that. I don't think it was unlocked. I don't feel like I think the first story with her trying to break in and stuff like that is the real story. I don't think the door was unlocked on her second story.
So I'll say this, at least in the research that I did, there was testimony from individuals that lived at the apartment that basically corroborated not her incident, but just the general idea that certain things are not as marked, and that there are issues with some of the doors because they have the key fobs. Now, when I was in college, the place that I stayed at was called Metro Point Lofts at the time. It's called Westmar, some other shit down for West Marietta Street. And we had key fobs. And our key fobs was fuck up and do all this kind of crazy shit. Now, but what I say, at least with us, never was one of my key fobs able to open somebody else's door. I had issues opening my own goddamn door. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is hard for me to believe that even though some people said that they used their key and was able to walk in certain people's apartments, it's hard for me personally to believe that your key unlocked a whole nother person's
But she didn't even
apartment.
say that. She said it was unlocked.
Oh yeah. No, I'm telling you what other people said.
That's bullshit.
If that was even the case.
That's gonna be the word, the phrase, the page, just bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Everything.
bullshit.
For sure. Bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, they tried to cover it up. So the Dallas police, they issued like mad warrants to her, and they never executed them.
Bullshit.
Who doesn't execute a warrant?
Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit.
Nigga, if I had a warrant that happened an hour ago, they will be here. Somehow, some way, they kicking in this door in an hour. And I'm not even,
Bullshit.
But for her, it seemed like they were trying to cover shit up. It's not like they were kind of covering up. They did.
Clearly.
So the media got a hold of it. Social media got a hold of it. So what did they do? We're passing it on to the Texas Rangers. You have to, motherfucker. You're obviously incapable of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You're being like, you know what I'm saying? You're basically a gang. You're just not snitching and all that shit.
Gang.
This is my issue. This is my issue with this concept of respecting authority and respecting police officers. The rational side of me wants to be able to have a nuanced adult conversation when it comes to police officers and citizens interacting with each other, right? Mm-hmm. Because the reality is we need people who are able to enforce some type of structure for our society. Right. If we don't have structure, we have anarchy. We have people just doing what the fuck they want to do, and you have to be able to protect yourself at any and all given time. Right?
It's weird. It seems like that's exactly what's going on right now with the police, though. Anarchy. They can do what the fuck they want.
And see, that's where I'm going. So it's like you got that on that side. Then you have the relation that people have with said police officers, right? So it's like, yeah, I respect the fact that you are in a position where you're putting your life on the line, because you do put your life on the line. I know a lot of police officers that work down in Mississippi. They've had to see some horrendous shit. Mm-hmm. A young man who was a police officer, the son of my neighbor 2 or 3 houses down, got killed, shot, dead at a traffic stop, dealing with somebody. Nice guy, great guy. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do anything to anybody, always served in his position the correct way. And unfortunately, based upon somebody not wanting to get a fucking ticket, he got killed in the prime of his life.
You know what I honestly wonder? I honestly wonder this. Do civilians shoot police officers more than police officers shoot unarmed civilians?
I can't even speak. I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't have the statistics, but
I don't know.
I would say that police officers, in my opinion, I mean, they do a lot of shooting.
Exactly. I don't even know this to know this.
I'm making a guess.
I don't even think that it matters, honestly, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, although you as police officers deal with that is a position that you sign up for. And not even unfortunate. I was about to say unfortunate. It's not unfortunate. You are taking on the responsibility of life and death every time you walk out of that door and you wear a gun and you wear a badge. You have the responsibility to interact with human beings as human beings. Mm-hmm. You cannot run around feeling like you have this ability unchecked. To be able to do what you want to do.
Oh, man, hold up. A lyric just popped up in my head. Let me see if y'all remember this. I knew this nigga who got punked out after every class. He was a bitch in school and now he told a gun and badge. Put on a uniform and now he think he's super bad. Man, fuck your vest, you still get laid to rest under the grass. I do not give a fuck because you are an officer. I put you in your coffin, sir. You fucking with a slaughterer. Do y'all know who that is?
No, but I remember that verse.
Scarecrow. Break the law.
This is on the record.
Break the law.
Word. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But that's when he said that. I remember as kids we used to laugh at the first line. I knew this nigga who got punked out after every class. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying that to say if you're a police officer and if you're a true officer, you're one of the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like God, we have certain jobs and responsibilities. Mm-hmm. The reason why we're born, some people are straight up protectors. But the other people that are not the protectors, you probably that lame ass motherfucker that's trying to get back from past experiences shit and making other people pay for it. In cases. I'm not saying all cases. I mean, of course.
For sure.
There's definitely acceptance of police officers. Like, there's some good and some bad.
But it seems like it's like, bruh, come on, when, these motherfuckers got tasers. These motherfuckers have different things that can avoid the lethal shit. You know what I'm saying? Well,
she wasn't on duty. So basically, the reason why she even resorted to that, which she shouldn't have in the first fucking place, but she said it was a burger. You know what I'm saying? She came off
ice cream in his drawer.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But she said she came off. I'm going over her story. She came off a 13.5-hour shift. I think she was doing something with SWAT. It's a very stressful situation. Got to her house. She's saying she was delusional or something. Got to the door, and she shot. I don't know if she had a taser. I don't know what the fuck she had. But at the end of the day, her using lethal force in such a quick manner. I mean, god damn.
Man, let me tell you something.
You open the door and you bust? Like, holy shit. Like, it's crazy to me. It's like this. Oh, shit, burglary.
Before you turn the light
You know
on.
what I mean?
Before
Yeah.
you do anything.
Man, let me tell you something that I learned from my cousin that's in the Air Force. He let me know about the military code of conduct. Now, mind you, these individuals are in active combat when they're
I
out
already
in the
know what you're
field.
about to say. Keep on, bro. Go ahead.
These individuals, they have 2 pistols or they're 2 firearms, right? One of their firearms is meant specifically for killing. And if they pull that firearm, they have to shoot it. But guess what? If they shoot somebody without an imminent threat,
Yep.
nigga, they go up the river immediately. No
Protocol.
questions asked.
Protocol. They have
That is their
protocol.
code of contact.
Yeah.
I mean, code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, they are beholden to behave in a tier manner in terms of threat level, right?
Yeah.
So, as opposed to how we see in a lot of these situations where a civilian punches a police officer and they pull out a gun and shoot them dead.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they have to respond is, if you punch me, I can grab you and body slam you. And they try to body slam me, I can get a stick and try to hit you. Like, I can't automatically jump to lethal force.
Yeah.
lethal
I can't
force,
go from 0 to 10. Basic.
Well,
Thank
because
you.
you're taking a
Basic.
life.
0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
And also they have mace, they have tasers, so they have non-lethal.
Exactly.
So why is it that military personnel who are in active combat, this is literally, I know for a fact, I am in an area where people are trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that they are beholden to this particular code of conduct, but police officers who are over here in this country that are supposed to be protecting and serving as public servants,
public
the
servants.
people,
'Cause-
why is it that they are allowed the jurisdiction to kill you because they felt a way?
I mean,
because
'cause
I felt
I think
threatened.
I think
I thought I saw something.
I think PDs have been corrupt since the beginning.
Basically, I was about to say
I think that culture has transferred over. It's starting to get better, I suppose. But they've been doing shit like this since the 20s, 10s, 30s, 40s. Like this is nothing new. It's just that it wasn't recorded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, police officers in KKK uniforms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, police officers at lynchings. You know what I'm saying? This is just grown. It has become more diverse because the chief of police for Dallas was a black lady. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say that it was completely just, it's all, ran by the same corruption, but the corruption is embedded in the culture.
That's what the
the
problem
issue.
is.
That's
That's what I was saying
They got a movie
earlier.
coming out right now.
What's that?
Called Black and Blue.
No, really?
Basically about this, about the culture of police. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
right.
With the sister.
The blue line.
Yeah.
That is my issue. That is the point of what makes these type of nuanced conversations difficult, because as much as I would like to acknowledge the fact that you're putting your life on the line, or the possibility that you're putting your life on the line daily, it makes it difficult when you are unable to call out the people who are blatantly doing the things that are placing regular everyday civilians, particularly that look like you, me, and you,
Right.
in danger on a daily basis. You won't even acknowledge the shit. When you have situations like this motherfucking court case where you have this lady sitting in this courtroom and the goddamn deputies trying to fix her hair, trying to console her and make her feel better.
That's what
When you got the goddamn... My bad, bro. I was trying to get my point out.
No. Bro, no, I'm being funny. It was a fucking Facebook meme.
I
That
know.
nigga Ryan Davis said.
He had
Yeah,
the face in there.
No, I know. I
Slow
fucked
motion.
it all up, but that nigga touched my hair.
God. Thanks, Joe Money.
I'm sorry, Ace. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Joe
bro.
I
Money.
apologize,
There go
man.
Jack.
Hey,
I should have known better, right?
There you go.
I should have known
Bro,
better.
you
I
know you
apologize,
got him
black
too,
man.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I
nah,
feel you, man.
all jokes aside, going back to it, the bailiff touching her motherfucking hair. Keep
Yeah,
on
man,
going,
it's
bro. I'm
like,
sorry.
fam, like what you talking about in terms of the fact that you guys didn't even execute the warrant. You had sloppy police
At all.
work. You had blatantly, I'm not even gonna call it sloppy police work. You did this shit on purpose. You're not going to tell me that all the cases that you work on, that this is the case that you just so happen to move slow on.
Oh no, they swept it under the rug. It was the Dallas police officer. Dallas police responded. One of their own peers in the police department, they tried to sweep it under the rug. It's not like they might not get charged because there's so many immunities with this shit. Like we give them so much immunity that she's getting arrested, but she's doing 10 years.
10 years.
Bam. No.
Years.
Nigga, she killed a man. Off duty, she killed a man in his apartment.
Yeah.
And she did not go to jail immediately.
Nah, 3 days, right? 3 days, and then guess what? She turned herself in.
Hey man,
That
the
is
question
a
I
privilege.
ask, this is
That's
the question
privilege.
I ask. Who polices the police, or can we get something to
They have like the internal affairs and shit. Is that called the
internal affairs? Yeah, that's what it is. Internal affairs.
So basically, there is an agency that does it, but
and they don't like each other.
Yeah,
internal affairs and police officers do not fucking like each other.
I seen enough cop movies. You
know what I'm saying? I seen that shit in real life.
So
I've seen it in real life.
But this is what the issue is when it comes to policing the police. The issue is not that people aren't necessarily trying to convict police officers. The problem is the wording in the law. Because the way that the law is written, there is nothing that you can do. Because everything, they are given so much wiggle room for how they feel and what they perceive in any given situation. There is no clear cut because this happened, or you did this, so now we're going to hit you with this law. It's like, no, well, how did you feel? Well, I thought he had a gun. Oh, cool. You're free to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I feared for my life. Really? You want to go home to your family at night. You need to be safe. You're free to go.
Y'all ever seen that movie? It's called Dirty. It got it's a B movie, but it got Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. And it's like Cuba's version of Denzel Washington in Training Day. Cuba's like the bad cop.
I know this is bad.
And
No. This is probably an amazing movie.
Bro, it's a fucking look.
It's got Cuba.
Look. Wood Harris. Stop.
Come on,
it has Wood Harris in it though, and he doesn't make whack movies. Everything that he's in is classic, bro.
You got Cuba Gooding and Wood Harris in the same movie?
There we go.
Nigga, this was a blockbuster.
Wyclef's in the movie.
He definitely was a man of honor. Except in this movie, because he was a dirty cop.
Hey, fix your meal. Meal number 3. Hey, man. Food regimen. He on the shit. Meal preps. I'm going to get like this nigga in a minute.
I got a meal prep, too.
That's obvious.
Why the fuck we start laughing? Or why I start laughing?
Because it's obvious.
I'm going to Firehouse Sub. They got this spicy Cajun.
And then what you gonna eat after that?
That's it, man.
That's what you eat on the way home.
Nah, that's all.
That's the ride home snack.
Yeah.
They gonna eat dinner when you get to the house.
I've been cutting calories down for real.
I can tell.
I'm
not even joking. I'm not joking.
Nigga, I be getting the wheat.
Oh shit.
What? I don't do white no more. Hey, Joe. I don't do white.
Hey man, stop it! Why you throw that at me?
Wheat is still sugar, bro.
I know.
It's still shitty?
It's sugar.
It's sugar.
Oh, I mean,
it's fucking bread, nigga.
It's still bread. However, it's wheat.
Oats. Oats, my G.
Grain.
Still wheat.
Yeah, there you go. To get the grain, you know what I'm saying?
I'm still getting the wheat
fiber.
Bread. You're not gonna deter me from the fucking wheat bread. I'm getting.
Man, I do what you do, man.
I also get it. I got little peppers, just pepper, no salt.
Okay,
Nigga,
I see.
What
small changes.
Green today.
Green, I had a salad.
Jolly Rancher.
That was good. I haven't had a Jolly Rancher in a minute, but that green apple is popping.
Man.
That green apple is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But no, had a salad.
You had a salad?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ain't no right.
Had chicken on it. Anyways.
When I say something green, I'm not. I'm
fuck up my moment, man. I'm trying to give you your props.
Okay, that grilled chicken is delicious, niggas.
I got you, man.
Yeah,
No, the small steps.
What were we talking? Let's go back to Amber. Can we please go back to Amber? Let's go back.
You were talking about the movie.
Yeah.
But what Harris Cuban?
Goddamn. Yeah. Dirty. And it had the Hispanic dude that was in 187. You remember the Samuel L. Jackson movie 187?
Oh, yeah.
It had the Hispanic dude. The Hispanic dude was Slick, the good cop. Cuba was the bad cop. Now, the Hispanic dude shot somebody like while they were, you know what I'm saying, on the beat or whatever.
Right.
And he shot an innocent man who he thought had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it called? You said internal investigation.
Internal affairs.
Yeah, internal affairs. That's what the movie's practically about. It's a dope ass movie. Check that shit out, y'all, because it applies to what's going on right now.
Hey, I gotta find
Definitely. It's called Dirty. It's dope as fuck. Your boy from Nat Turner, he's in it.
Damn, they blackballed the shit out there.
That's a damn shame too.
Hey, name another movie he's been on since.
He ain't gonna be in Harriet Tubman.
Save your money, people. Save your money. Because at any given moment, it would cut you the fuck off. That's fucked up.
Bruh, but what I'm asking is like, y'all do, at this point, do y'all expect justice?
Justice?
From...
No, with any and every
of
these.
I think America has so much growing to do, and there's so many more policies and people that need to be removed, and there's so much that needs to happen culturally.
Now, what I want to know is if the world
completely.
Is seeing the hypocrisy of this country. That's
Man,
what I want.
They've been seeing that.
Of course.
That's nothing new to them.
Because, you got to think, not too many countries are as, mixed as this. There's a few. We're not an exception to a rule, but we kind of are. We're like a huge melting pot, thrown off the backs of a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You go to Germany, it's been German for a while. Yeah. You go to Hong Kong, even though they're going through a lot of problems. Shout out there about Hong Kong. It's been Hong Kong a while. It's been Japan a while.
Hold on. What's going on with the Houston Rockets? Somebody from the Houston Rockets?
Yo. Hey, I'm going to say it for y'all. Fuck China. So anyway.
It was China, okay. I was just trying to make sure what it was. It was China, okay.
They also bullshit. But at the end of the day, this country is built on so much crazy shit, and it's mixed with so many different nationalities and cultures and races. I think we have a lot of building to do and a lot of growing to do culturally before we ever see pure justice. Because the minority is always going to be second to the majority.
But you know why we don't get justice, in my opinion?
Why is that? What's that, bro?
We don't get justice because we don't demand justice. What I mean by that is we make a hoopla, we make a hashtag, we say no justice, no peace. We'll do a couple of rallies.
For about a week.
And then that's it.
Not even.
We don't hear anything else about it. And that's no disrespect to the people that I know and see on the front lines that are attempting to try to make some type of change.
I was going to say, it's people out here, man.
There's not enough of a collective movement in doing it. Throwing a temper tantrum is not going to change anything.
I heard somebody say that we get results when we either spill blood or when we fuck with the money.
I mean, that's some real shit.
I mean, that's definitely real. And the option of fucking with the money seems like a logical one.
Because spilling blood ain't going to do it.
Yeah, spilling blood is going to cause a little more
I'm not
issues.
They're murderers.
Because
the weaponry is too advanced.
I mean, it's sort of like this, bro. I mean, I guess it's easy to say, but the mindset is, I don't know who the dude is that was in front of the White House lawn in the 16, 17, 1800s, whatever the motherfucker that said, give me liberty or give me death. And it's sort of, it's fucked up because it's like, Kevin Gates said this shit on the record, bro. When your back's against the wall, what do you hold on to?
But see, that's here it goes where race and classism just kind of like separates each other,
right?
Because there are black people in power
that are
they're not gonna, their backs aren't to the wall. Their family.
It's Patrick Henry, by the way.
Patrick Henry. There we go. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that was mad quick.
Yeah,
I didn't see that happening.
I'm supposed to know that. Yeah.
But like, I think what happened is, there are a selective of blacks, and probably a lot of us that are in this position where our backs against the wall. But then there's also a growing number of us that our backs ain't against the wall. You know what I mean? So they're not going to follow that what you're just saying or what Patrick Henry is saying. They're not going to act for liberty and death because they're being liberated.
Well,
they're in a position of power.
But that's the trippy part because, I mean, like, they will remind you who you are.
Exactly.
They'll remind you who you are, bro. Whatever they give you can be stripped. Hey, man, I mean, it is what it is.
But what I'm saying, until we unite, so unity is going to take everybody.
That's the first check off the priority list.
Yeah, and everybody ain't going to do
Become
it, man.
a fist rather than a slap.
Come on, man. Go talk to Shaq and Charles Barkley and say, hey, man, y'all want to join us? Hell no. Them niggas will keep doing their broadcast, keep making them diss records to Damian Lillard.
That's the thing,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing, because, like, we need to start holding folks accountable. It's either you with us or you ain't. And if you ain't, man,
but it's hard to reach niggas.
It's crucial, man, because just the bullshit. We ain't even finished the bullshit with the case. We ain't say nothing about the brother. What's his name?
Man.
The forgiven motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
Are y'all forgiven? Y'all that forgiven?
No. So here's what I have to say about that. X is gonna look up the name real quick. So he gave a very Christian speech, and this is no shot against religion in any kind of way, but he's very extremely Christian. He wished that she didn't go to jail. He said he wished the best for her. He wished that she wouldn't go to jail and use the rest of her life to find Christ. Then he asked the judge, can he give her a hug? A little pause there. He was in tears almost. Saying,
his name is Brant Jean.
Yeah, Brant Jean. So the judge said, he could hug her. He gets up.
Shawty looked like he was riding the Shoat Cheese bus. That's what he looked like.
Listen, he's young, 18? Younger brother. I don't
actually he might be 16.
Yeah, he was really. He's young. He's impressionable. He's definitely a huge Christian. And by the way, both of them, he was like he was in the ministry.
Yeah,
right. He was speaking and stuff, the word and stuff like that, in whatever church he's in. He was like a big figure in his church.
I think that's what sort of makes cause just my opinion. These are my opinions, y'all. This is my opinions. This is not facts. I think black people are the most religious people, and I think that this example right here with religion is part of the problem because it's that turn the cheek shit. And it's like, nigga, no. No.
I don't...
Fuck no. And I mean, like, I ain't
But
gonna
I
even
think
get there,
he's
bro,
young.
because I just got upset because it's like, no,
But
man.
he's a young person. He's not our age, so he's still very young and impressionable. And to him, this is probably the best path to a certain.
I under youth age, it has an impact, or it has a factor to it. But man, we know what right is, what right is, and what wrong is. I dig it.
I'm not hugging the white chick that shot my brother and killed. Because if I said that, it's just so I can get close to you and snap your neck. Like it ain't gonna be like a.
I seen a meme on Facebook
reason.
today. It said you got two types of brothers, and then they showed him, and then they showed the scenario, where like the brothers or somebody's just waiting for the dude to come into the courtroom, and then he just dive on him.
Yeah.
That right there is the human fucking thing to do.
I mean, well,
not the Christian thing to do, but the fucking human thing to do.
But like I said, he is like definitely a devout Christian. Like
I get
the way he spoke, it seemed like he really meant it. It seemed like he really wanted to embrace her. Now the judge part.
I was about to say
crazy.
she was a Christian too.
Yeah, the judge part
I bet
was
she
crazy.
was a Christian too.
Hopefully that judge hugs every motherfucking criminal after that point.
And this is not a diss to the Christian brothers and sisters. It's more specifically these individuals right here, man. That junk is bananas. But the judge, though, this is the first time in history, I think.
I don't know about history. I do know that I've never seen.
It has to
I've never
be.
seen that. I mean, maybe on like the Judge Joe Brown show or some shit. Some celebrity judge did that shit, but I've never.
Not
seen
even on Judge fucking Joe Brown. You've never seen that shit.
I think I seen Judge Mathis give the nigga $100 and a like a
dap or something. But no. That sounds or seems realistic rather than, bro. Man, come on, man.
But this nigga X is.
Yeah,
boiling.
he is. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
This nigga's
I'm
boiling.
waiting, bro.
This
I say I'm boiling.
I'm waiting, bro.
This nigga like going a shade darker. He's so mad at what we saying.
Hey, I'm chilling, man.
Now, Express, bro. Express. I just
chilling.
saw another gray hair just grow right
Yeah,
here.
this nigga like.
Express, bro.
Hey,
Express.
that nigga
They
went
coming.
like this. You know when the nigga hit you with the, they waiting, bro. They waiting. You got it, bro.
Speak on it, bro.
No, man. I mean, so I say this. I completely agree with you, gentlemen, when it comes to the judge. I think that the judge was completely out of fucking line.
Out of order. This courtroom is out of fucking order.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you as a judge, even aside from the
Have to be
police
neutral.
officer or the deputy that was fixing the girl's hair, right? I had an issue with that, but
Yes.
it's understandable because you a police officer, she's a police officer. It's
officer,
like y'all
yeah.
probably know each other, whatever. I'm not justifying it.
I'm listening.
But you see- but
what
you
I'm
see what
saying,
he's saying,
I'm
though.
saying I understand it. I don't fuck with it, but I understand it.
Okay.
You as the judge have a responsibility as an impartial party in court proceedings. You have the responsibility to be the person that is not going to take any person's side.
Yeah.
And for you to display that type of bias, clear bias, by coming down and hugging that woman is a fucking problem. And this is coming from somebody, my professed religion is Christianity, right? My type or application of Christianity far different from many people's. It's kind of hard for me sometimes because sometimes I kind of sit out on an island if I really want to get into deep conversation about stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I follow you.
Because I don't believe that religion is the problem. I think that the application of religion is the problem, and the misunderstanding and misstudying of religion is the problem. In general, I'm not even talking about Christianity in and of itself. I feel like there are a lot of religious beliefs out there, and most of them align in many different ways. Fundamental principles: love yourself, love God, treat your fellow man how you want to be treated. That is the fundamental basis of religion in general.
Yeah.
It's the variances that make them, different or whatever. But whatever. So when you look at this particular judge, right, she's definitely a Christian woman because she offered the woman a Bible. She gave the woman her personal Bible. She left the courtroom to go to her chambers.
She didn't give it to her child. She didn't give it to none of her family members. She gave it to this chick right here.
But it's bigger than that. 'Cause she literally, she could have just kept it, man.
Listen, I don't have a problem with her giving the woman the Bible. My problem is that you decided to take this moment with such a heated case, such a big case, not even just for their family, but for the community at large. And you took this moment to give this woman a Bible as the judge. Do you know what precedence this sets?
Yes.
Not only does it set a
Pretty
bad precedence with the way that black people are treated
Yes.
when it comes to being dealt with by police officers,
Yes.
it also sets up this lady, Amber Guyger, who I do not believe is remorseful, not one motherfucking bit.
Nah, she's crying because she's going to jail.
It sets her up to be able to appeal this fucking case.
She's
Legally, do you know, if I'm not mistaken, I read this shit earlier because I've been seeing people write about this since it happened.
deep. I know this.
About her showing that type of bias. That is completely out of line with how a judge is supposed to act.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a person that have actually formed a formal complaint against her because of this. Because basically, Amber Guyger potentially may be able to appeal and overthrow her ruling and have a retrial because this lady decided to take this moment to do what she did. If you wanted to wait until after the sentencing and you wanted to reach out to this lady and say, listen, my belief says that you are deserving of forgiveness and redemption. And I want to give you this Bible so that you can take the time to find God while you're in jail, while you're serving your sentence. You know what I'm saying? You're giving penance, right? That's perfectly fine. If that's what you want to do, whether I or you agree with it or not, that is her right to be able to do that. But for you to do this now, there is a time and a place for everything.
That is true.
And in your book, in the Bible, there is a book that is fully about times and places. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. There's a time to sow. There's a time to harvest. And this, although you believe that, this is not the time for that.
What book of the Bible is that, bro?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. Okay.
The entire book is about that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So that is what my issue is with her. Now, when it comes to the both of them, brother, for me personally, I don't involve myself in the process of ridiculing him because I'm a person that believes that forgiveness is powerful and forgiveness is liberating. And if that for him, as being the family member and being as young as you are, if that's what he needed to do, then that's on him to do.
Okay.
Because if you listen to the mother afterwards, she ain't for that shit. Or she may have forgiven her, maybe in her heart, maybe she did. But as far as her feelings about the police force and everything that happened, she got in that ass.
I'll just say this right here. Again, black folks are the most forgiving people on the planet, but we don't apply that with each other.
I agree with that.
I agree, but
I feel that we need to be more forgiving and understanding with each other.
We have a problem. I think that forgiveness is powerful, but I think that cheap grace keeps us comfortably bound. That's what I think.
Cheap grace.
Put that on a shirt, my nigga.
God damn.
If you look
Hold
at
on.
Amber,
That's
I just
pause.
digested that one. Yeah, I digested that
That's
one.
going on
Yeah.
the shirt.
Yeah.
okay, there you go for it, marketing.
Yeah. Oh, edit.
But what I mean by that is, fam, when you just on a whim, I forgive you, it makes people feel like they don't have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Right. See, again,
It makes people feel like they don't have to give you penance because you forgave them so easily.
I don't know, man.
White people, and fam, I love all people, but I see so many because I'm from Mississippi, bro. In particular, Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? I see so many of them championing the fact that this man forgave this woman in that courtroom and talked about how powerful this was and how amazing this was.
I bet.
But I saw not a one of them niggas talking about how much of a travesty it is that this man got killed in his own home by this police officer when it happened.
Yeah.
Not only that,
I heard not a peep.
I would like to see
you're not.
this same kind of, appreciation for other cases outside of this one when there's a white person slain from a black person and, embrace them for
And that's what it all boils down to,
It's
man.
going to get a little weird because you're setting a precedent that's like...
The hypocrisy
I don't
is
even
real.
know... I don't know why the judge did that, to be honest. But I don't know how this case
Bruh,
is getting weird.
All this shit is props for what's to come, man. This is election year, man. Or it's coming, man. All this shit is a fucking circus, bruh. And
that case, what just happened is a circus.
Oh, that's definitely a circus.
bruh,
Now, hold up. Let me throw something out here real quick. I want two things, actually. I want to shoot her, at least give us the context of the situation. Because at first, I thought that she came down specifically to hug her. What happened was she came down to hug the family. And Amber Guyger wanted to give the judge a hug, and it seemed like she kind of hesitated before she gave her hug. So I at least want to make sure we have the context. You can still feel how you feel because I feel the exact same way. I just want to make sure that the context is there so that we can at least fully understand what happened.
Does the judge normally hug the
Anybody?
No. Well, I don't know. I've actually seen judges. I think I've seen judges hug victims before. My issue is that your hug made her seem like the victim. And that's the whole thing of surrounding this case.
Everything, bro.
That's the problem. I'm like, the hug. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the judge hugging like Tekashi thinking. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, the bitch.
No. Could you imagine the judge hugging OJ?
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Could you imagine that shit?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the judge hugging R fucking Kelly?
Nigga, I saw somebody put a meme out there about
y'all forgive it.
Like fans.
Y'all forgive it.
No, not even that one. And she said,
R. Kelly's like, I heard y'all forgiving people.
Yeah, that's the one I saw, bro. That shit threw me off. The look on his face, the expression, bro, just
he's like, please forgive me.
It just captured.
No, that shit was crazy because it was like my homegirl reposted the shit that said, since y'all out here forgiving niggas, can I please listen to my R. Kelly music in peace?
God damn. God.
I kind of felt it though. On a certain level, I kind of felt it, but I mean,
but see that's the anarchy, bro. That's the form of the anarchy right there, bro. That's the form of the anarchy. It's like we lose control.
I was listening to my Pandora, Step in Love came up.
Man, fuck
that nigga was jigging.
Nigga, I stepped.
Bro, there's so much music out here.
No,
bro,
it came on Pandora. I'm not gonna.
Mike was hot stepping.
Yeah, I know. I dig it.
You would have thought Michael was a drum major when they got that song came on.
Step in the name of, I was like this, and then nigga, I was like, oh, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
It don't sound that good.
That's an amazing song. I ain't rocking with you on that one.
Chocolate Factory?
No,
R. Kelly's a creep.
I'm speaking for myself. It don't sound that fucking good with your money.
I
got Genuine. I got Bobby Brown. I got the Isley Brothers. I got Earth, Wind, and Fire. I got a list of motherfuckers I can listen to over that nigga.
I ain't mad at
I ain't mad at that either.
I get it. I totally get it.
Joe, you fuck with Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe's my man.
I mean,
Donnell Jones.
But you know, Chocolate Factory is a legit class.
It is.
Legitimately.
So is TP2.com.
Yeah, I know it sucks to hear, but his discography is.
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
But I mean, he, like I said, he's a sicko. It is what it is.
Yeah, he is kind of sick.
But the issue, like I said, with old girl for me, man, with Amber Guyger, my problem, because I'm gonna tell you for me, like, I personally, you ain't gotta agree with me. I know you don't agree with me.
No, go ahead, bro.
I personally think that the situation was an accident.
What situation? What's
the killing? I think that the killing was an accident. I think that I personally, there's nothing for me.
It could be.
The problem is that I don't care.
We just want justice. Yeah, if it's an accident, oops, my bad. But you got to do these 20, 30 years, something.
And the issue also with me is the fact that even though it might have been an accident, I don't believe that you are remorseful. Because have you listened to the 911 call?
No, I haven't.
Have you listened to the 911 call?
She kept saying over and over.
No. I'm about to play this shit because it ain't long. I'm gonna play just the beginning. Listen to this shit, Joe. See if this sounds like a bitch that's sorry.
But I call it
Get up, man. Yeah, that's 911. This is Carla. Where's your emergency?
Hi, this is an off-duty officer. I need EMS. I'm in number.
What's your address? Do you need police as well or just EMS?
Yes, I need both.
Okay, what's the address?
I'm at apartment number 1478. I'm in 1478.
And what's the address there?
It's 1210 South Lamar, 1478. Yes.
What's going on?
I'm an off-duty officer. I thought it was in my apartment, and I shot a guy thinking it was my apartment.
You shot someone?
Yes, I thought it was my apartment. I'm fucked. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Okay, and where are you at right now?
I'm in, what do you mean? I'm inside the apartment with him. Hey, come on.
What's your name?
I'm Amber Guyger. I need to get me, I'm in.
Okay, we have help on the way.
I know, but
Check this part.
I'm going to lose my job. I thought it was my apartment.
Okay, and
hey, man.
Hold on.
Fuck.
Okay, stay with me, okay?
I am. I need a need supervisor. Hey, bud.
No, fuck it. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
She's gonna lose her job. She's in the wrong apartment.
That's all she talked about the entire time.
about herself.
I'm fucked. I'm done.
About
She
her
said that several times over the course of the call.
Yeah. But what about the dude? Like, if I accidentally shot somebody, I'll be very concerned about the person.
Fam, you talking
Not
about some?
my
Come on, bud.
job.
Come on, bud. She testified in court that she could have used emergency. You know what I'm talking
CPR
about?
and all
Any of that
EMS,
shit.
yeah.
Life-saving practices.
Yeah, come
she
on,
chose
bud,
not to.
Come on, bud. Sounds like fuck your breath to me. I'm sorry. I don't know what.
Once again, like
Come on,
even
bud,
if
it's
she
crazy.
did not do this on purpose, even if all of this was a tragic, terrible accident, the fact that in this moment that you are more concerned about your job, you ain't even worried about jail.
Nah,
She didn't say, "Oh, I'm about to go to jail."
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, I'm about to lose my job. I'm done. I'm fucked with the job."
She said, "I need my supervisor." That's some shit that happens when you make a spill at Walmart and you're like, "Oh shit, I need a mop. Can someone call my supervisor?"
Fam.
It doesn't sound very remorseful. It sounds very selfish. You know what I'm saying? It sounds very fucked up. And when you listen to the 911 call, does she sound concerned? Yeah, about herself.
That's it.
She sounds very emotional about herself.
See, I mean,
It's so weird. And here's the funny part: if old boy came from a 13-hour shift, as say he wasn't a cop, whatever, it doesn't matter, and walked into her apartment, accidentally shot her, bruh, death penalty.
I mean, we know this.
That's what I'm, but I have
actually,
to say
the
it.
problem is a lot of people don't know this.
But see,
that right there is the
our
problem.
justice system is so weird because what happened to, I'm using Rocky as an example. Like you can't, like the Swedish government said, you can't pay your way out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You can't doesn't matter your status or whatever. You do the crime. This is it. This is what you do.
Yeah, that sounds like real justice.
In America, you can literally buy, bond is retarded in so many other countries. That doesn't even exist. You can buy yourself out of jail. You can get a better lawyer than him because you have more money.
The loophole. That's what America is. America's the loophole.
So since this lawyer knows a little bit more than this lawyer, he can find a way to get you out.
Yep.
And if you can't afford when you get a public defender that has about 30 cases that week, that means he's going to spend 10 minutes on your case. That means you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's the system itself is made for the wealthy or made for anybody
made
with
for
money.
white people. Let's just say that.
No, black people use it too. OJ Simpson is a guy that
OJ. I mean, give me somebody else. Give me somebody else
besides OJ.
Yeah.
OJ's legendary.
All right then. So white.
R.
people,
Kelly.
Give me somebody else.
I
White
got you
people.
too, my
Okay,
nigga.
that's 2 out of history of this shit.
I don't know, Snoop Dogg. Shit, I don't know, my nigga.
Point being, bro,
But what I'm
don't
saying
argue when I say shit like that because that right there sort of makes me feel that
it's money. It's money more than race, though. It's
I
the money.
disagree. Okay, no. You're right.
It's
You're
money
right.
more
It
than
is
race.
money, but I mean, come on, we're not gonna act like bro.
Race is definitely a factor.
Yeah.
Race is a factor, but money plays a huge role in how shit operates. It does. From what I've seen, R. Kelly case with no money compared to R. Kelly case with money.
I'm gonna say sometimes it plays a case. And in R. Kelly's particular situation, you can make the case that it was about the money, but it wasn't about his money. It was the money that he was making. The labels.
Yeah, I mean, you
that's what it was. So in actuality, his money don't mean shit.
You can say that. I mean,
what did his money do for him now?
He had no money.
My point exactly.
Yeah, he has no money, and he's not making no money, so he's double fucked.
Even if he had money, I don't think that would do him any good.
I think
Even if he hadn't gone broke, I think
away with what you just said. If it's about the money, then
well, OJ completely. That's definitely because OJ had money.
Let's go back to R. Kelly with what you just said.
No, I mean, even if R. Kelly's the exception, and what he said is part of it, because R. Kelly still had money. He was also making labels money.
Actually, you know what?
Both.
If we look at OJ, I don't even. It was money. Money afforded him. I'm sorry. Money afforded him the attorneys that he had.
And,
but was it more of his name?
It wasn't even the name. I think that motherfucking OJ got lucky. He got lucky that he had Cochran, and that Cochran was looking into the other stuff dealing with police corruption.
Right time.
The police corruption is what got OJ off.
And the glove.
Huh?
And the glove.
But I think more so than
that was the prosecutor's fucked up because he told him for him to put the glove on.
Yeah.
If y'all don't remember what happened, put the glove on, a soaking blood glove leather.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't fit. And what he said,
if it doesn't fit,
you're full of shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it ain't as much about the money for that.
Money got Cochran and Kardashian and Shapiro and a list of other. This nigga had a $10 million team that got him off. And I think you would need to be. All I'm saying, you need to be that level to beat If he did that to the white lady, you have to be that level to try to even think about turning yourself in. Number one,
that's crucial.
And number two, you are not getting 10 years. You're getting 100. You're getting life, and more than likely, you're getting the chair. That's what I'm saying. And I think if he was like had money to actually, he would need a lot to fight this case. Where in her position, she ain't need nothing. What does she need?
The blue line.
Yeah. She needed the police department. That's all. She was part of this culture, this situation, and she got
Fraternity.
off. 10 years you got off. I'm sorry, my nigga.
She got 5.
Oh, because the good.
She's not gonna do nothing.
And
of that shit,
if that theory of what I
know
said
it.
earlier about them being able to bring this up in terms of trying to get a retrial, she probably won't get anything.
Man, if
I don't know, bro.
Hey man, I don't believe in religion. I believe in God, so I expect God to do His job. And yeah, hers is coming. I honestly feel that in my heart and soul. Hers is coming.
I think if she go to jail, hopefully she's in.
All I want is justice, bruh. I don't wish
That's it.
no danger to anybody
And
righteous, man. That's
Fam,
all I want
we
is justice.
talking about justice and we talking about forgiveness and how it was an accident, but fam, once again, if she was truly remorseful, we heard the 911 call.
Yeah, that's not.
Not only that, if we look at the court proceedings, look at the defenses that she used. Look at the defense. She tried to use the castle law.
What's that?
Basically, if I'm in my home and somebody breaks in and I shoot them, then because I am in my home, I'm in my sanctuary, that I can get off on that. I was justified by the law.
Yeah,
you were in somebody else's home trying to use the castle law.
Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Not
bullshit.
only that, you tried to paint him out as a degenerate. Oh, I came in. Oh, I gave him 2 verbal commands. He didn't comply to the 2 verbal commands. He wasn't supposed to fucking listen to your verbal commands.
He didn't.
You were off duty as a police officer. You didn't even have the authority of your badge at that moment.
Bitch, you a civilian right now at this point.
Fam, come on, man. Not only that, when you look at the history of this woman, when you look at her text messages, in the midst of her walking which is why I also say it was probably an accident. They say that she was texting somebody she was having an affair with on her on the police force. Mm-hmm. Not only that, you see jokes that were made racist about people. Somebody sent her text message about, oh, I think this dog is racist. She said, it doesn't matter, so am I.
She said that?
Yeah, in the text messages. It was brought up in court.
Well, hey.
It's
and he hugged her?
Hey, bro, that's the reason why I like the way my mind is the way it is for a reason, bro.
Hey, bro, how old is 16 really?
Fam,
I can only go off of where I was at 16.
Like I said,
you should know better.
I'm not gonna call this young brother a coon and all sort of kind of stuff. I'm not calling him that.
Coon.
Who?
You don't gotta call him a coon, but nigga.
No.
It's a problem.
What I'm telling you,
bullshit. I'm sorry.
What I'm telling you, and this was done. I think it was done before the sentencing, if I'm not mistaken. Was it done before the sentencing?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
What all I'm gonna say is, because this is just me, I am not going to down talk that young brother again if that's what he felt like he needed to do. Because I think that he, in this moment, him and the family are the only ones that are allowed to grieve in the way that they so choose. It's fucked up to you know what I'm saying? Because I know people who a family friend of mine, their father was murdered. And they forgave the murderer. Doesn't mean that they liked the murderer. Doesn't mean that what they did is specifically to release hatred in their heart.
What does forgiveness mean?
That's what forgiveness means.
What does that mean?
I don't think that he's hugging her like, hey fam, I forgive you. Matter of fact, I want to be your best friend when you get out. Hit me up. We'll sit down, we'll have coffee and talk about this shit and kind of hash this out.
So he could forgive her without hugging her, right?
He could. But again, if that's what he wanted to do, maybe that was him releasing because I'm a big believer in energy. Maybe that was him releasing all the hateful energy in him that he needed to get out.
I get it.
Because that nigga was crying. Even when he asked to hug her, the nigga was crying. He said, can I hug her, please? Please. This nigga was like, I got to get this shit out because I have a lot of shit in me right now that is going to fester if I'm not able to release this shit. Like he felt like he's releasing the burden of all that shit on her.
Hey man, okay, I dig that. Adding on to the bullshit with this story.
Okay,
I seen a video today of the judge when they called the witness, and that was the final bullshit that I was going to bring up. What's his name? What is
I
the
don't know
dude's
Leon Meyer's
name?
I know you're talking about.
The dude, the witness. The witness. He just got killed.
Oh, Joshua Brown.
I think
There we go.
that's what it
There
is.
we go.
Joshua
Yep.
Brown, yeah.
That's his name. That's
So
his
yeah,
name.
yeah. Before we end this is some bullshit.
Well, I have one more question to ask y'all, but
Okay,
you finish
go
this first.
Basically, the judge, when they asked him to come up to the stand, it's real low in the audio, but she said, "I'm surprised he showed up."
Really?
Yes.
I didn't catch
So
that
for
part.
her to say, "I'm surprised he showed up," he shows up. He performs better than Cassidy, and
Damn.
he gets murked. So I mean, like, bruh, it's and they call. I hate the word conspiracy, but what the fuck?
No, I'm with you on
Now,
that.
now-
to me, that's too close
It's
together.
too much.
It's too
All
much of a
this shit
coincidence.
is too much bullshit in this
And this
clean
just
ass
happened
courtroom.
a couple hours ago about they caught the three assailants. They caught the three people that killed him.
And what they say was the case. Why did they kill him? What they say allegedly?
They came from Alexandria to meet him for drugs.
Drugs. Hey y'all,
Which is
start
very,
peeping the game of America,
very-
man. There's always some rape shit. There's always some drug shit. It's always the same shit that they use on us, man. Wake up, y'all.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not disagreeing.
Just my opinion.
I'm
Just
not
my
disagreeing. I'm not at all. I want to be clear about
yeah.
that. I will say that the man said that him and Botham used to smoke weed in his apartment together, which is probably where that. Well, I think that night that was actually the night he got murdered was the first time he met Botham. I think, and they were in there smoking weed. He had been hearing them, singing songs or rapping in the morning time when he's getting ready for work and different shit like that. So,
Yeah, I was about to say, man. No.
I'm just gonna say what I'm
definitely
saying. All I'm
checking the
saying is,
conspiracy.
I'm still checking. I'm still checking the conspiracy.
Everybody, the nigga, the
All I'm
judge
gonna say
was
is,
high.
man,
That's why she did the shit. She was high.
I'm just saying, we as black people, we got to be smarter about the way that we set certain shit up, because as we see, they can and will use what you say against you.
I mean, clearly.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Anybody saying? I'm saying I'm not faulting him for his death. I'm just telling us. I'm just saying, let's use this as a teachable moment on all fronts of how we engage with these processes.
Bruh, I feel that there's nothing new under the sun. I feel that it don't matter how smart motherfuckers move, how motherfuckers act, react, and so on and so forth. This shit is what it is, and I mean, I don't know when it's gonna stop. I don't have the answers. My eyes are wide the fuck open. That's all I can say.
So let me ask y'all one more question as we
Yeah.
get ready to close. I meant to ask this earlier. We're still talking about forgiveness. And I got to thinking about this earlier because we've had two situations, to me, that are of equal magnitude simply because a young brother that had all the potential in the world was snuffed out in the prime of life. You have Botham Jean and you have Nipsey Hussle, right? Excuse me. When
Who's
we
the
look
first
at
person you said?
Botham Jean,
They got-
that's the guy we've been talking about.
Amber
Okay.
Guyger.
Yeah.
So we have all the backlash. Excuse me. Here's something. We have all the backlash that we see that's been happening with the young man for forgiving Amber Guyger and all this other kind of stuff. He's a coon. Don't forgive my killer. If somebody ever kills me, don't ever forgive my killer. All these memes and different shit, right? We flip back over to the Nipsey Hussle situation.
Mm-hmm.
The mother forget publicly, the day or two afterwards, had a whole video. Had a whole video forgiving the young man, saying that, hey, I released this energy. My son is in a better place. My son came and visited me. He was nothing but light in this world, and life is what life is, right? We looked at her as being a woman of grace and understanding with what she said. But we look at Botham Jean like he's not Botham Jean, but his brother
Brent.
as Brent Jean as a sellout and a coon and somebody that didn't really love his brother if he was willing to hug and forgive his killer.
God damn.
Yeah,
you let me tell you, this is the factor. It's fucked up, but this is the factor. Race is the factor.
Race
That's
is
the
factor.
difference. That's the difference.
100% because she's white.
Yeah,
and,
that's the difference.
And Eric Holder was part of the community and he's black.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the only
Eric-
difference I could think of.
Eric is still relatable to a lot of people. He does some fuck shit, but people relate to him. You know what I'm saying? That gangster shit, whatever bullshit. There's some very,
But you let me tell you
very
something
fucked
though.
up shit,
All
but,
jokes aside, I can't wait till
relate to
black
it.
people get tired of. I ain't gonna use the term black on black crime, but I can't wait till when we get tired of us killing each other more than we're tired of white people killing us.
I don't understand
Dead ass
why we
serious.
kill each other instead of building with each other. Like,
I understand
every
why
other
not, bro.
community.
Every black. This is my theory. Every black person in America, including me, including you, got a little white man in our head that teaches us or tells us what to do or how to respond or how to act in certain ways, regardless to whether it's consciously or subconsciously. That's just my theory, bro. Because we motherfuckers know how to act. Don't even the nigga that's a loose cannon or whatever, put him around the right motherfuckers. Motherfuckers know how to act, man. People just select it.
And I just think that when it comes to the way that we behave with each other, I think that sometimes we get, and I've said this before, I think we get pigeonholed into having a certain perspective of ourselves, and we can be critical of ourselves. I have no problem with that. We should be critical of ourselves. We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Indeed.
But we can't pigeonhole ourselves in comparison to other people, saying that we only do this or because I feel like we are as a community are tired of doing XYZ to each other. We're tired of killing each other. We're tired of pulling each other down. On the grand scheme, in terms of the numbers of we have, the percentage of the ones that work together and don't involve themselves in the bullshit are much larger than the ones that do involve themselves in bullshit. And I think we can't forget that when we have conversations about this. We need to continue to try to impress on the ones that are lost, that they shouldn't engage in it. But to be honest with you, until the disparity in this country is done away with, until people have access to resources, access to education, access to be able to be actually treated as a human being,
equality
by the law.
Equality.
By the law standpoint, until we are recognized as human beings, which we as black people in this country are still not recognized by the law. We're still 3/4 of a human.
Obviously.
Constitution.
I'm gonna tell you this.
By actions.
Like me and Joe, we went to North Clayton High School. Shout out to everybody from North Clayton.
Salute.
College Park, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
I had a house in Riverdale. I stay in East Cobb now, you know what I'm saying? The difference between the environment is so drastic. Until we change that shit, until you stop putting, hey, how many pawn shops and liquor stores and churches do you see before you go to school? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? How many times they repaved those roads? How many times they add a sidewalk to the motherfucker so we at least can walk around this motherfucker? How many times they don't add nothing? But come on my side of town now. They repave them shits every year.
Bruh.
They build all kind of recreational centers.
Nigga, I was in Peachtree City before I left, bruh. They have a sidewalk on the sidewalk for go-karts.
If y'all don't know, Peachtree City is over there by the Walking Dead.
Golf carts.
Yeah, because the Walking Dead is over there. That's where they film all of it, right?
I'm definitely trying to move down there.
Yeah, bruh.
Sidewalk on the sidewalk, nigga.
I'm about to be whipping the hell out of my golf cart.
They be tricking out them golf carts, though. I saw one with the black, it was like a black Lambo. Ain't even have the roof on it. I was like, oh, this nigga styling out here, bro.
And
he was at a Subway.
Like, man, it's a lot of, privilege, a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. So until they change those, and that's as simple as like the city investing into the community. Build recreational centers. Stop with the pawn shop.
I just had an idea. Man, could you imagine if motherfucking Chappelle did a show on this shit here?
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Bruh, could
it's
you
coming.
imagine?
It's coming.
Imagine, bruh.
It's coming.
Yeah.
He got me saying the alphabet people. This nigga is life changing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Chappelle's a goat, man. Oh my god. Yeah.
Hey, X is like, man, Mike, you got one more time.
Nah, you good, man.
But yeah, man. So I mean, for me, man, Amber, bro, like I think she should have had more years. I don't agree with the judge did at all as far as the young brother. You sort of changed my perspective a little bit, but I still feel he should not have done that shit.
I ain't mad at you.
You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying.
Everybody has their own way of grieving.
Because
I just don't want us to kill him. That's all.
No.
No.
You know what did it for me, Joe? The Nipsey analogy. Like when you said the Nipsey mom and Eric, I was like, damn, we did do that. But with this situation, to me, he was like, race.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
And not only that, Nipsey's
that's not fair.
It's weird,
at all.
man. Yeah,
that's not fair at all. That we just did that live. We just is like, hey, yes, because she's a white girl, and it's like it is cool because like I have no racist bone. I feel I don't, but like immediately that happened, I was like, oh shit.
We're all biased.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, motherfucker, that was terrible of me. I felt that way honestly because I was like, let him do him then. Let him. That's how you feel, brother. Go for it. I shouldn't be so judgmental if I'm not that judgmental against this person. Just because one's black and one's white. I ain't doing that.
I think we just need to pick up the mantle of what Botham Jean's mother had to say in her interview and really crack down on this shit because she told everybody the truth. Until we are willing to face this shit head on, look it in the eyes and deal with it, and really crack down on these police officers and demand that these practices change. And when I say demand,
how do we do it? How do we do it in a way that hasn't been done before?
I think lawsuits. I think political pressure. Because
Political pressure will work.
Political pressure and money actually go hand in hand. Yeah. Because if a person that is a congressman, a senator, city official, whatever, if their livelihood is being threatened by the fact that, hey, nigga, if you don't fix this shit, you will no longer be getting a living. You'll be working at Subway, or Popeyes with the chicken sandwiches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will fix that shit quick.
Yeah, because they're public services. It's funded by us.
Yeah.
Funded by the community. So if the Congress is like, yo, we ain't giving you no more money or this amount of money, that's going to...
They get comfortable with shit. Why do you think that people listen to what the NRA says?
Oh, money.
They put money in their pocket.
Money,
so
money,
you
money,
said earlier that political change or just societal change doesn't come except by bloodshed and the dollar. Yeah. So this is the way. If you're looking for an answer, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know,
it is what it is.
Man, listen, just shouts out to everybody, man. Prayers to both them, Gene. Rest in power, brother. Yeah, man. Prayers to your family. Prayers to the community as we figure out how to deal.
You ain't dying vain,
for sure. For sure. Because we're going to figure out how to move together as a people in order to affect change for our community, you know, moving forward, man. And that's just what it is.
Coming straight up.
But yeah, man, heavy episode, but I feel like it's needed. You know, sometimes we need to sit down and really vet out these kind of situations. Because I don't know about y'all, but for me, sometimes I just need to get shit out.
Yeah.
You know indeed.
That's why we started this show. To get all our shit out, even if it's just jokes. But still, they're just getting this shit out and just talking to some good friends. Make sure they're good friends, not fuck ass. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just getting it out with y'all, man. I love doing this. And we love y'all supporting this, listening to our shit. It's all love, you know what I mean?
For sure. And continue to support us, everybody. Please. Continue to support everybody. We appreciate the support that you've given thus far. As always, continue to stream us at the Cool Table. Stream us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Anchor, or anywhere that you get your podcasts. We'll be available there. Also, make sure you follow us at the Cool Table Pod, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please. Videos come out every Friday. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button so anytime that we post content, we have some other things that we're getting in the works to start uploading there. So anytime some of our content is uploaded, you'll get the first notification of that. And as always, last but not least,
Win
Radio. You can catch us there every Thursday, 6 a.m. PST, and the replay on Saturdays at 7 a.m. PST. And also make sure you go and check out www.professorxsound.production for all your engineering and production needs. And make sure you stream Troop Brand's new project, Carpe Diem, on all of your streaming services.
Dope album, y'all. Very diverse.
Yes,
indeed.
support.
Good vibes. Poison. What's that song?
Knocking on Doors.
Knocking on Doors. That's his like second.
Knocking.
Yeah. It's actually a really good album, y'all, man. All produced by him. You know what I'm saying?
Super producer.
And Troop is actually a very solid artist. Like, I remember you first playing him a couple of years ago to now. It's like,
bro, the growth and development. Man. God MC, bro. I didn't know he had the vocals like that, too.
Yeah, when he hit the falsettos, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
He doing his thing, bro.
Well, no, I appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate it, man. But as always, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody has a seat at the cool table. Shoot, the bell's about to ring. Until next week, we out.
Before we get up out of here, did y'all see what my coach did to them chiefs, to them chefs?
Peace.
Big up.
We out.
Go,
we out. Peace.
Danny Dunn.